Okay, this video talks about the additional information needed for isosceles triangles. I think some of you are just thinking a little too hard about this when you're doing these. So what this is asking you to do is, we know isosceles triangles, that if the two sides are equal, like an isosceles triangle is supposed to be, that the angles across from them will be equal. So for example here, these two sides are equal, makes it isosceles, so the angles across from them are also going to be equal. Okay, all you need to do is write down which parts are equal because they're isosceles. So you don't write about the sides that are already marked, you write about the sides that aren't marked. So you write angle B is congruent to angle C in this case. Okay, this one on the right here, it's opposite. The angles are congruent, so the sides across from them are congruent, making an isosceles. So in this one you'd write DE or ED is congruent to EF. Okay, now in the next three slides here, you're going to pause it, try it on your own, and then press play when you're ready to see the answers. So go ahead and pause it. Alright, so these two sides are equal, making it isosceles, and we know because it's isosceles then that the angles across from them are going to be equal. So you'd say that angle G is congruent to angle H. Same idea over here. I and J and LJ are already equal, so the angles across from them are going to be equal, and that's what you need to write about. So you're writing the missing piece that's also considered congruent. Go ahead and pause it. Alright, so this is that the converse way. So the two angles are already equal, so you can also say that sides across them are going to be equal, making an isosceles. So you'd write MN or NM. It's congruent to MO or OM. Same idea on the right side here. The base angles are equal, okay, which makes it isosceles, saying that these sides are also going to be equal. So if the angles are marked, you're going to write about sides. If the sides are marked, you're going to write about angles. Last one here. So I'm going to mix them up a little bit. The sides here are marked, so you're not going to write about the sides. You're going to write what else is congruent because the sides are. So these angles are going to be congruent. So you'd write angle S is congruent to angle T. And on the right here, the angles are already congruent. You're not going to write about the angles then. You're going to write about the other pieces that are congruent because of the angles. So you'd write about these two sides. So VW or WV and VX or XV.